Now, this is what I would do if I post a video and after some days it's still having 0 views. The first thing is to ask the algorithm directly whether it's showing anybody my video. And the only way I can do this is to go over to my dashboard and check out my impressions. If the impressions are low, let's say less than 50, then I will just wait and do nothing. But if for a small channel the impressions are more than 200, 500, that's when I'll do something. Because when YouTube refuses to show your videos to a lot of people, giving you less than 50 impressions, it means that they simply do not trust you yet. They don't trust your channel yet. What you don't want to do in that case is to delete it, because that will just make it worse, right? They don't trust you, just let the video be. But when you discover that your impressions are more than 500 and yes, there are no views coming, then you should know that that is not YouTube. YouTube has already done its part in sharing your videos to a small pool of people just to see how many persons will watch. So this is when you really need to go and look at other analytics. And when you see that your impressions are more than 500 views, which means YouTube has already done its part in showing it in a small amount of people, it is your video that is not converting. You go back to the drawing board and audit your video. And if the click-through rate is too low, let's say 3% or less, you should know that your thumbnail is not converting. That is when after 72 hours you can decide to change it. Or for some persons, they just let it be and give it time to get to about 3,000 impressions before they decide to change the thumbnail. But people differ and you may have your reasons for changing your thumbnail. Now, after checking the click-through rate, you are going to check the average view duration. Now, this means the amount of time that a person stays on your video and watches it. Now, averagely, if you see that let's say it's a 5-minute video and the average view duration is 50 seconds, you can tell that that is too low. You can tell that 50 seconds is very low. That's when you go back to your video and figure out why people are not staying to watch. Did you actually deliver what you promised in your thumbnail or title? Or was there a lot of times where they felt like you're wasting their time, or they wouldn't get value from the video and they just left and scroll past? You can just take that information and make your next video better. What you do not want to do when you see that one video has 0 views is to stop posting. Another thing you need to keep in mind is the YouTube algorithm is systemic. It was programmed to do a particular thing when it gets a particular trigger. Now, when your videos do not meet the things that will make it expose you to more people, it will definitely leave it at where it is. So what you want to do is to study these metrics and improve your next videos. If they do not trust you today because of something, maybe your video wasn't delivering, people were not clicking, or they were clicking but they were just swiping away, how would you give yourself another opportunity to tell the algorithm to trust you? How would you give yourself another opportunity to tell somebody that watches your video to trust you? So to stop posting is really not an option, especially when you have 0 views. In fact, 0 views is the reason why you should keep posting. If this is your first time seeing me, welcome on board. I make videos that helps you see YouTube from a practical perspective. I would advise you stick around to the end of this challenge so that you get the answers to all your burning questions. But for now, you can go ahead and watch this video.